In possession, there's four key things. Our first thought is can we counter-attack? And that's not because we want to be a direct team. It just means when you win the ball back, the other team tend to be out of balance. So is there an opportunity to go and hurt them early? If not, we want to make sure that we're sensible with the possession and we're able to retain it, we're able to keep it. But football's a simple game, it's an invasion game, and you have to get from there to there. So, we keep it for a purpose. So we're looking to progress and penetrate. And then games are won and lost in the penalty area. So we want that creating and scoring phase to be of the top level. So we want inventive players that can beat other players. And a lot of teams, when they come to England, will play a deep block. They'll get compact and they're difficult to break down. So we need those players that can create things from nothing, really. So that would be in possession and making sure we're able to deal with the ball. Out of possession is we're able to win it back quickly. So I think in this country we're suited to be able to press. The Premier League and the Football League are both high-intensity leagues. I think as a nation, we've always had that attribute, and it's a really good attribute. We want to win the ball back early, and we want to try and get it back and play a high-tempo game. So I don't think we should try and change that. But we just need to be sensible in the times that we do press it. So if we can't win it back straight away, we'll retreat to an agreed pressing line and then look for an opportunity to win it back again.
Really, to be a successful team, we need to control possession in matches. If we look at the successful teams over the last 10, 12 years, that's definitely been the case. And if we look in the future, I can only see that increasing. So very clear that we're patient with that if we're behind in games, we stick to the plan. I felt England teams maybe I played in historically, we just used to lump things in the box and play very direct, because under pressure we're trying to get a goal and it becomes quite a random process. We're trying to encourage our younger teams to keep playing the right ball. If you keep possession for long enough, teams tire, their concentration goes, gaps appear, and then you have to be ruthless in the penalty boxes at either end to make sure that all of the good work that goes in between the two penalty areas is executed.
I think most of our teams will play a version of 4-3-3. And the reason being that we believe that in international football it's the best way of developing young players. Now that's got nothing to do with Mark or Roy's formation, because they are purely results based. So Mark and Roy may well tweak and change their system of play to a specific opponent. So without the youth development pathway, most of it will be around 4-3-3, because it's a really good way of developing players and putting them in a situation where they've got to take responsibility. However, it's not set for two reasons. One, because there might be a certain situation where we feel we need to change formation against a given opponent or in a given tournament. And number two, in youth development, we've got a duty to get our best players on the pitch. So if our best two players in the under-18s are two number 9s and two centre forwards, we have to play a shape and a system and a formation where we have two centre forwards. So it might be 4-4-2, it might be a diamond, it might be 3-5-2, but we've got to get those two on the pitch because they're the best players in the country. So we've got a duty to do that. And I suppose the only other thing to take into consideration is one of your duties in youth development is you've got to give players an experience of different systems. So if Roy and Mark or whoever the senior staff are at that time decide they want to change from one system to another quickly, the players have got that tactical flexibility that they can change, and even better, the players are able to change themselves.